Welcome to Menopause and Madness. I am your host, April Rain, and welcome or welcome back. I noticed we have a whole bunch of new friends, and I'm so excited about it. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you enjoy what we all here have to offer. Today, I do have Temu. Yes, I do. Maybe a couple surprises, maybe something new. But I would like to start this with the deep breath. And if you feel that you need a deep breath after the day, after just the time you're having, because I know we all have a lot of things going on. So I'm going to take a deep breath. And if you feel that you need a deep breath, come on, join me. I'm going to inhale through my nose, hold it, exhale, relax those shoulders, release that tension, and shake all of the outside, just crazy, the horrible things. Oh no, I have something in my eyeball. Not now. All of the horrible things outside of our happy little circle where it is just you and me. Happy little bubble. Please bear with me today. I am off. I don't know if it is because of not feeling well, not filming for a while, but I am so happy to be here. Okay, so I also like to start my Temu videos with a oracle card and see if any of us relate to what the card is telling us. I love to do this because I use cards that are mostly positive affirmations, and who doesn't need some positivity in their life right now? You know what I'm saying? So I have shuffled these 7 times as per, that's just what I like to do. That's a lucky number for me. 7, 14. And I'm going to just feel around. No, the cards don't speak to me. I just go with what I feel. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Okay, let me put my eyes on so I can read it. Oh, look at all you beautiful people. I'm so happy to be seeing all of you. Okay, the card today, I do feel this card. Success. We all want a little bit of that, don't we? We all need a little bit of that. It's what keeps us going. Just like failure. Failure will keep us going. I grow and thrive in the universe. I discover the purity of my heart and the higher wisdom that guides me toward victory. I direct my thoughts toward clarity and nurture wisdom, love, and goodness within me. I am free now and I succeed in my life. Yes, blessed be. That is a very good one. That is something I am still working on myself. I definitely needed to hear this. When I don't feel good, and I think this goes for a lot of people, the pain gets so it just horrible and radiates through my body, and depression sets right in, and I start having really bad thoughts, like, can I do this? Just all of that. I think some of you can relate to that. And yeah, so we needed to hear a little bit about success, right? Okay, so I'm going to jump right into these items. This first item, I am super excited about it. It's just one item. Now, I got this item on a special. And as I have said before, I am not sponsored by Temu. I have never been sponsored by Temu. And even if I was, everything that I would say is still going to be my honest truth. Like I don't have time for all that. You know what I'm saying? But this was $5 and change. And I was so excited to get this because I have been wanting a furry hoodie for a minute now. And as I said, I did get this on a special. Temu has all kinds of specials. They have all kinds of spin the wheel deals. If you are not familiar with Temu, oh my goodness, where have you been? Where have you been? No, I do understand that not a lot of people are always all about this world. You know what I'm saying? This Temu YouTube world. So I got a furry hoodie and it's got ears. It's got ears. How cute is that? I love this. Okay, so it is a hoodie. It does have a little tag here, which doesn't really say anything. And honestly, I wish it wasn't there. And then they could have put a kangaroo pocket instead, a kangaroo pouch, which this also does not have. But you know, I am okay with it because it is so soft. What am I wearing? I'm trying not to hit my microphone. Today I'm wearing my I'm Not For Everyone t-shirt that I love so much because it's very true. And I know this. I know this. You know I can be out there. I'm can be a bit loud sometimes, colorful, but I love that. And I love me. And you should love you too. So I'm okay with not being for everyone because not everybody is for everyone. But this is just the cutest. I did get this in a 4X because I like that extra bit of I feel like it's a hug. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a hug. And this is just so cute and it's so soft. I mean, look at that. It's so soft and inside it is also soft too, which there you go. Inside you have the super softness. And it's not really thick, but it is going to keep you warm. I know it's going to keep me warm. And I just love that for $5 and change. Actually does have, you have to watch out because we have a dog Bodie, which you can see he's right there always, but he's also always right there. And he's asleep right now and he is going on 13 years old. He is just our love and he sheds. He's a German Shepherd, Australian Shepherd cross, and he's 100 pounds of 3 coats of hair, let me tell you. And he's in the process of shedding right now. And it's like, oh my goodness. Okay, the next item I have is, or I should say was, $1.70, may now be $1.53. Now I'm not sure what this is. I have been, sorry, I'm trying to find my little cloud cutter, which I do need. I need to find some new ones. I actually think, never mind, when I ordered from Shein, because Temu stopped selling the clouds, they still sell cutters, but they don't sell the cloud cutters. And I got a package of a few. I just need to find those, right? I have, oh my goodness. I also need to talk about the Spin the Wheel 3K giveaway. We've hit 3K, y'all. If you've seen my community post, then you know that I'm getting ready to announce properly the 3K Spin Away giveaway. Now, I wanted to announce it okay, I'm not even sure. I'm filming this Saturday night after I have felt a little better. So I'm not really sure when you're going to see it. Hopefully you'll see it tomorrow. I might even let it go tonight, but not a day for, let's get to this. The 3K spin away has been kind of a deal. I honestly didn't expect to hit 3K so quickly, and I am waiting for another order of still putting things on the wheel. So I am hoping next week, well, it will be for sure next week, this week, it will be for sure announced and when we will start it. Okay, all this talking and all this. It is a little canvas. Oh, it's a little pool noodle. That's cute. I'll save this. I can do something with this. And it says, I would rather share one lifetime with you than face all the ages of this world alone. How pretty is that? Do you know what this is from? Some of you may know what this is from. This is actually from one of Lonnie's very favorite movie series. Mine too. I love it too. But it is from the Lord of the Rings. And it is from when Arwen is telling Aragorn. That's what she tells him. So I just thought I would rather share one lifetime with you than face all the ages of this world alone. Isn't that amazing? Now, I am all caught up in my feels right now. My hormones are super crazy. I am telling you, menopause really is madness. And I know there is so many out there that you are like, girl, I feel you. I feel you. And I am not even kidding with this. So here for $1.15, and they are still $1.15, a set of nails. Now, these nails were supposed to look a lot different, but I actually like how they turned out. So they're kind of an ombre, a little bit, but they had a lot more different coloring in the picture. Of course. Okay, what's next in here? Okay, here, this was $4.78, and it's a lot cheaper now because I just got a price adjustment for these. I have two of them that totaled like $4 and change. So it is a phone case because Lonnie and I have recently purchased new phones. We stick with Samsung because Samsung is what we love. And it does, the thing I love about this is even for $4 and change, but like, as I said, between this one and this one, I got a price adjustment for over $4 today. So I thought, wow, so these are really good prices right now. Does come with the screen protector accessory. Okay, so this is your cloth and your little like guitar pick type thing so that you can scrape your screen on, if that is even how it's supposed to be done. And then it also comes with two screen protectors. I'm actually trying to figure out why they're blue, but I think maybe that comes off. It gives you directions on how to do it. I think most of us know how to do this. I don't have a steady hand, so I get help from Lonnie, and he helps me put them on because I don't have a steady hand. The last time I put a screen protector on, I had a hair that went just like this and looked exactly like that meme of a hair. Some of you might know what I'm talking about. It was crazy. I was always swiping it, and it looked just like that hair that was a meme that would get people into swiping their phones thinking something was on there. Okay, this is the phone cover. And I was looking for something. Let's see. I'm going to show you my old phone. This, I call them bumpers, like bumpers, you know. This is what I had on my old phone, and I absolutely loved that. So this was kind of the sturdiest I could find. But then again, right after I found this and I purchased this one, I couldn't handle not hanging onto my phone without anything because they're slippery little suckers. You know what I'm saying? So I looked through Amazon, and woo, it's all in the reflexes, April. Oh my goodness. That's why I needed a new cover. Well, not just that, the updated phone. But I found one just like this one through Amazon that was on sale for like $4 and change. So I might not be using this one. Oh, this one even has like a little where you can open it up, but it is very sturdy. That's what I wanted with this, was a very sturdy something, because I'm just not real graceful with my phones. And then with Lonnie's phone, and he just has the same phone that I do. This one, which is a very common one, was $5.23. And it also came with it's the same thing, two screen protectors and your tools. And he actually is using, this is kind of cool. This is the kind of phone cover he likes. So it's just about basically the same that he's already got, except for this. This is pretty cool. This doesn't happen on his phone. So I actually got us each a phone cover, and this one just happened to be like this, which I think is really super cool. But he likes that look. He likes that look. And you've got a little bit of bumpers right here. He's not as clumsy with his phone as I am, though. I am super clumsy with my phone. But thankfully, I have not broken it yet. Next item. This was $10. Okay. This was supposed to be going on the wheel. It is, now it says it's a book of herbology, and I'm hoping I'm catching people before they want to order these, because this is kind of a joke and upsetting. For those of you that don't know, I am a herbalist, and I love herbal books and all that. So when I saw this set, I was like, oh my gosh. Well, the thing you don't see is the top of it, where it says, and they make them look like they are at least 6-7 inches, right? The what is this? The Practical Pocket Book of Herbology. So you don't see that in the ad. And because look, it's just so there was no way I could put this on the wheel as a prize for y'all, because it'd be like, for one, all the other prizes are so much better. Oh, I am sorry. That was Bodhi getting comfortable. More comfortable. There we go. Now, I have been excited to look into this book. It does have really great art. I love the font. I love how it looks. Very, very much. They have a barnacle tree, arnica, aloe vera. They have all kinds of plants. They have the table of contents. Okay. The introduction. I just really loved how this book looked. The kind of look, the feel. I love that type of art. Isn't that's just gorgeous? But then seeing it be so tiny, I was like, I can't give this away. Cobra lily. This is just really cool. Bloodroot, belladonna. It's gorgeous and I love it, but wow, they have it. Hemlock, fireseed, feverfew. I use feverfew. Dragon's head, druid clover. I love the names, just like the old world names for herbs. Dyer's broom, elfwort. Elfwort also looks like Ella Campaign. That's what it looks like. But I could be totally wrong. Or maybe not. So they also tell you what they're associated with: Venus and the element water, foxglove, Saturn and wind. So this isn't really something that you would want to use to, for any kind of practice or anything like that. I mean, it's very interesting. Goosegrass, which is also, oh, I have a tincture of it I make right there. Oh, they also call it bed straw. Cleavers. Now, that's not the scientific name, but this is just gorgeous. Pepperwort, mugwort, narcissus. Isn't that gorgeous? So I'm not going to be putting this on the wheel. Instead, I am going to be, and I'm waiting for these that are supposed to be here this week. I'm going to be putting a couple tumblers on the wheel. So we've got all kinds of things, from makeup to moissanite to tumblers to, oh my goodness, skincare. Some really amazing skincare. So I am super excited about doing that. Now, this next item, $4.13. Look at this box, y'all. Look at this box. It's like, I hope whatever's inside is okay. And speaking of what is inside, I was very happy that it was okay. Again, smaller than I thought it would have been, but it is this ceramic Nordic style candle holder. It's really heavy. It's really heavy. And it's just, I love it. I love the feel of it, the look of it. And it's just, you know, something so simple and so just the little things like this make me happy. I love this. And also you see, I have candles that I like to add into my background. We have even more than that going on over towards our window. We love candles. I make candles. So I thought this was super cute. This next item was $1.88, may now be $1.91. And as you see, I love to put pretty things on my face. So I needed to get some different colored snowflakes. There's some gold, some bronze, some white, some silver. And I can't wait to use these. So, and they were, like I said, $1.88, may now be $1.91. You know how the Temu prices fluctuate here, there, and everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I think y'all do. Okay, this next item is a repurchase. Some of you ask me what kind of nail glue do I use for my nails, and for $1.59, may now be around $1.19. This is actually the glue that I use. It comes in a 10-pack. And, you know, for $1.19 for 10 of them, I usually, every time they go under $2, I usually pick a pack of these up. This glue works amazing for me. It works really, really well. And the whole reason I even thought, well, I picked this glue out of the whole range of glues on Temu is because when I would get my nails done at the salon, this would be the nail glue that they would use to put the tips on. So I just saw this at Temu and I was like, there you go. That's what I want. And this is what I've been using ever since. And I love it. I love the price of it. It just works really well for me. Now I know that some people, you know, it doesn't work for them. And I'm not sure why that happens, why one glue will work for someone and then not work for someone else. Let's see what else I have going on. Oh my gosh, these are so cute, you guys. If you remember, I did a haul a little while ago where I did some, what are those called? You know, where you plows for your crocs or your croc wannabes. I saw these for $1.93, and I was like, I need to have these too. I need to have these too, just because I am so outrageous. And when I saw these, I just knew. It's so crazy when I think about it. I have so many different types of croc gibbets, is that what they're called, that are actually just crazy things. You know, I have the lights and I have like a dragon and of course all the little ones you can put into each hole. But then I have the plows now, which are yellow. And I thought that was cool because these are also yellow. Oh my gosh, look at these, y'all. Look at these spurs for your crocs or your croc wannabes. Look at this. And they are plastic, like a harder plastic. They're not like the rubber of the croc. How cute is that, though? How cute is that? You know, you got your cowgirls down in Texas and that, but they be wearing them crocs. I'm like, not without my spurs, y'all. I love it. I love the things that you can get from Temu that just really, you know, announce your personality. I love that. I really do. I am definitely, not that I have anything against beige and gray and black. I very much love those colors. Just, you know, I've had like an awakening. And I know everybody, says usually at this age, had awakening. What is it, my midlife crisis? I'm not sure. But I want to say that YouTubers like Twisted Gypsy and Makeup by Pia, they inspired me so much to help give me the confidence to want to be myself, to want to wear the bright colors. And I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I just don't care. I'm not at that point where anymore, where I'm so worried about what everybody else is thinking. And I was that way. So, I deal with my mental health. For those of you that don't know, I do have PTSD that I've had for 30 years now. I suffer from severe anxiety disorder, or generalized anxiety disorder, panic attacks, just all different types of issues. And I'm only barely being able to start to deal with it. I need to take a drink of my poison I've chosen today. What is my poison? Is my poison? Is this my poison? It's just coffee. So please feel free. I got this from Temu. I love this. I love this. I also got a blue one for Lonnie because he loves it. And I think I've gotten a little obsessed with these tumblers because I have a few more coming and two of them are going on the 3K spin away wheel. And I'm so excited about that. Okay, this next item. Okay, I am excited about this next item for the simple fact that it is something different. I have not seen anything like this on Temu. It comes in this little bag and it was, let me see. Let me find my eyes. It was $4.63. Again, it may be cheaper, it may be more expensive, but what it is a charger. It's a battery charger and batteries, but for the little coin style batteries. And I thought it was the coolest thing because I kept like telling Lonnie they need to come out with a charger for these things because we use rechargeable batteries and like I love them. And it wasn't till Temu came along that I even sorry, Boo is having a moment. Hey Boo, that's enough, bud. Just 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Boo had to let us know some things. You know what I'm saying? Okay, what this is, it does come with an instruction manual. Very tiny. You might need a magnifying glass. Now, it also came with 5 of these coin-sized batteries. Now, these are the size 3.6 volt, 32M LIR 2032. I know these are pretty common sized, and I have actually purchased other batteries like this, the smaller round ones, from Temu, but at the moment I cannot find them. It is so crazy. It's every so often we have to pack up things and put it in our storage. And I try to keep the things out that we actually definitely for sure need. Please excuse me. I'm sorry. And it's are having a hard time finding those. So what my question was is here is the charger. It does have your little USB charging cable cord. But what I wanted to know is if you could put different sizes in here, and it looks like you can. It looks like you can. It looks like there is a little holder right there. Now, I'm not for sure, and I will get back to you on in a review about this thing, because batteries are expensive. You know what I'm saying? And these little batteries are just, it's like, oh my goodness. It's just kind of a pain, right? Kind of a pain. So I was so excited to see this. They do have different kinds and at all different price points. I love this. I love to see a battery charger for batteries. You know what I'm saying? And when I saw the battery charger for these type of batteries, I was really super excited. Let me look at this. If I can, let me get my magnifying glass here. Place the positive electrode for the battery facing upwards, press and fasten it, and plug in the USB charge into the light. Turns green. So it's got a green light on there, and it will turn green when it is fully charged. Red light indicates charging, green light, battery not placed, fully charged. Okay, so the green light just means it's not fully charged. Red light means charged. Compatible with a variety of button cell, including the following: LIR 2032H, LIR 2025, IR 2016. So those are the batteries that are compatible with this little charger, and that is still awesome. That is still awesome. Very awesome. 3 seconds to introduce you to the rechargeable button cell. Okay, and it says some other things in here. I don't actually understand what it means because I don't know. I just don't understand this kind of technology, maybe. It says user information. Okay, and then they give you instructions in French and, of course, other languages, Spanish, German. Okay, and they're all the same. They're all the same looking. They're all the same kind of looking instructions. Okay, okay. So for these type of batteries, you have a charger. I am so excited about this. So excited. Okay, my next item, which is actually my last item for this, I have a little story that goes with this. What these are, which I am so excited about, these are Potala, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, incense. They were $4.66, may now be $4.01. Now what these are, is there a seal in here? These are handmade Nepalese, from Nepal, incense. And some of you may know, if you're new here, I love incense. I burn a lot of incense. I collect incense burners. I love to find just the odd or cute incense. This is what the box looks like, and this is what the incense look like. There's no stick in there. Oh my gosh, these smell so good. I was so afraid that these were going to kind of smell. If you have smelled the little cone, they're like multicolored cone incense. They're usually kind of the cheapest ones from Temu. They just really aren't all that, and they're not. I love, my favorite are the rope incense, the coil incense, and I also use like the Satya incense with Nag Champa, and all those scents I love very much. But you can actually get those cheaper at your local smoke store and then on Temu. Oh gosh, these smell amazing. If you like incense, or you know of someone that likes incense, this is a really fun, I think incense is such a fun way to get someone a natural product. And I am about to tell you about how natural these are. So I'm so excited about these, so excited, and that worth the price, worth the price. These are handmade in Nepal, and I love that, of course. I love it. Let's get these back in there. They are called the Potala incense. Now it does have a lot of writing, which I believe is like Nepalese. I'm not sure. Potala traditional Tibetan incense is purely hand prepared from highly flavored medicinal herbs and other precious substances, and it does smell very herbal. The smell is, I can't say it just smells like sandalwood or it smells like your traditional incense. It doesn't. It has got its own beautiful, unique smell, and I know I'm gonna love it. The combination of genuine scented substances makes the Potala incense richer and superior quality than other incenses. Our incense is totally absent of chalking and camphor smell and is also non-toxic. Generally, the Tibetan incense is used for puja offering and purification, but is also used as air freshener, which keeps one surrounded, flavored with good scent. Okay, now I actually looked up a little bit. I talk about incense all the time, and I love incense, and there's a lot of, I mean, incense is a huge, huge um, deal in other countries, especially other like Asian countries, Middle Eastern countries. And I have an article here called The Origin of Incense, a Perfumed Travel. And it's not very long, but it's very, very interesting if you are into incense, if you want to know more about it, if you want to know like where it comes from. When we talk about incense in perfumery, our imagination often takes us to a sacred temple or church or to an oriental market with powerful and enveloping smells. Used as an ingredient for body fragrances as a scented ritual to perfume your home, incense is full of mysteries and symbols. To understand the origin of incense and its secrets, we must begin a millennial journey. Let's return to the roots of this god's perfume, which became a scented gesture that crossed ages and borders. Raw material, is it a raw material or a fragrance? Both, actually. Originally, incense is a raw material used in perfumery. True incense comes from tree resin found in parts of Africa, the Middle East, or India. Since the dawn of time, I actually have some coming too, and I am super excited about that. 'Tis the season, right? Since the dawn of time, people have burned this resin to enjoy its warm and amber fragrance. Amber is like my very favorite. From the Latin word incendiare, which means burning, incense also defines more generally all the woods, the gums, and the plants which release a smell while being burned. That is why we commonly say today to burn incense. This incense can then take different shapes and dress up with multiple fragrances. Incense origin and history as old as the hills. The history of incense begins more than 6,000 years ago. It matches with the appearance of the first great civilizations of Mesopotamia and Egypt. Did y'all know that? Because I didn't even know that. But then again, when you think that incense is in the Bible, right? It is in the Bible. I mean, I grew up learning about the Bible, even though I may not be a Catholic today. I was growing up and I had learned about all this. It was found especially in ingredients of balms that were used for the mummification of Egyptians. It was also burned in the temples to communicate with the deities. That is still happening now. Sacred or secular rites, the fumigation of incense continues in the Roman and Greek worlds until modern times. It is still used in censers during religious ceremonies, even in the Catholic Church. This is why the smell of incense is often associated with churches. In the West, these are places where it is still used as the only scented raw material. Incense is also mentioned more than 20 times in the Bible, as well as in the Quran, and it was one of the gifts with gold and myrrh offered by the Magi to the baby Jesus. With gold and myrrh. Myrrh is actually another type of incense. It's a resin. There'll be more on that coming soon. Legends and origins of incense. According to an old legend, Queen lost her kingdom following the attack of her enemies. In her escape, crying her eyes out, she asked God for a gift to console her for the loss of her children and her lands. So everywhere her tears flowed, trees with fragrant gums began to grow. This legend would explain the appearance of incense trees. The Oliban, the other name of the incense, corresponds to the resins of the Boswellia tree family. They grow only in the mountainous and arid regions of Africa, as in Ethiopia. They are also found in the southern Arabian Peninsula in Yemen or Oman. Arabia Felix, Happy Arabia. That is how the Romans nicknamed the south of the peninsula, rich and fertile region and land of origin of the precious Boswellia. There are various varieties of this tree whose extracted resin does not offer the same olfactory properties. A perfume of Orient. Let's start our trip to Oman in the Arabian Peninsula in the city of Salalah. It is easy to lose yourself in the narrow and bursting aisles of the old souk of Al Hussan. Look where you are walking not to stumble on the bags filled with incense stones scattering on the floor and in the stalls. Look up and admire the great range of colors before your eyes. Red, white, amber, or bluish green gums pile up on the sides. Now it is the turn of your nostrils to be titillated. That word, right? Titillated. It's just so titillating. The smoke that emanates from the burners and clay or copper creates a balsamic, resinous, and terpene scent. Welcome to the paradise of incense trade. You will find various varieties of resins whose prices change. Various varieties. I love that together. Whose prices change completely according to their origin and quality. Nearby, the essences are extracted to make fragrant preparations. The essential oil that comes from the incense resin at the origin allows to create bewitching scented mixtures. We add oud wood, sandalwood, or other plants to perfume the skin and the house. Your senses in turmoil, you leave the souk, but this scent will escort you everywhere. You can smell it on your clothes and on your hair to better envelope you with its warmth and envelop you. The warm and amber notes of incense are at the heart of our mysterious and enchanting Oud Perfume 555, a tender and viral fragrance that will take you to far-off scented lands. The art of harvesting. Do not be surprised to smell this perfume throughout the Dhofar region in the hammams or at the entrance of the houses to welcome visitors. For thousands of years, south of Oman has been one of the cradles of incense. A few kilometers from the shores of the Arabian Sea and the Yemen border, sacred trees grow everywhere. At first glance, they can make us think of olive trees, but this is the Boswellia sacra, the incense tree. The whitish trunk of the tree hides a real gold mine. To get it, you have to make an incision in the bark. The liquid that flows out slowly turns into tears under the influence of air, heat, and sun. The sap is then collected and left to rest for a few days. This operation is repeated 3 times a year. The tree is then resting for the next 3 years. The savoir faire, known for millennia, is handed down from generation to generation. The best trees can provide 3 and 10 kilos of incense resin, depending on the crop. Used for over 6 millennia in all civilizations, incense has been long transported by caravan from the Queen of Sheba's land. By the way, this one had offered a large amount of precious incense to King Solomon. At the origin, the incense road linked the production areas, of which the Sultanate of Oman is still a part, to various places where the resin was consumed. In Egypt, in Jerusalem, and among Mediterranean civilizations. The flourishing the incense trade still leaves like a hiccup, leaves a trail today. Only 20 years ago, the vestige of the city of Ubar in north of Salalah were found. At the gates of the desert, the archaeological site still shows the wealth of its inhabitants and the ingenuity of the irrigation systems of the time. Nicknamed Atlantis of the Sands by Lawrence of Arabia, the commercial city probably had to sea, leaving many caravans of incense through the dunes. This is so interesting to me because the history behind something so what a lot of Americans might find just trivial. You know what I mean? Just an incense, you know, just if they're using the incense to cover up a scent or for other purposes. I started out using incense. I don't even know. I can't even remember. I think I was still a teenager when I was using incense, and it wasn't no, it wasn't to cover a smell. It was, I was attracted to it. I loved it. I remembered from like my parents would use it. So, yeah. To burn incense, an ancient ritual. As we have seen above, the origin of incense also refers to the practice of burning or heating a material that will give off a pleasant smell. The act of fumigation is certainly the first form of perfume that man has known. Indeed, since always on the continents, the people proceeded to fumigations to communicate with their gods, to treat themselves, and to heighten their level of confidence and consciousness. And I love that too. I actually do burn incense when I'm doing any type of meditation or any type of, especially when it comes to like formulation of herbal therapies and that kind of thing. I'm always burning incense. Also, shapes, fragrances, and many diversity in cultures. The smoke that heals, sacred rite originally, the incense that has also been associated with various therapeutic virtues in ancient Egypt, Greece, or China. The oliban resin was used to treat liver and lung disease or to facilitate healing. It even seems that some incense have antibacterial action, as in like to cleanse when you smudge with sage. No, sage is a antibacterial. When you put it in the air, it can take germs out of the air. It's not just as simple as that. I mean, it kind of is, but there's a lot more to it than just that. Um Everyone uses incense according to their own beliefs and experiences, to purify the house, to sleep better, to give oneself energy, or on the contrary, to calm them down. Just as many rituals to practice with the perfume of your choice to feel in harmony. And it's like from India to your sofa. And so I just wanted to, that actually was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. Um, but I was pretty excited to just talk to you guys about and to give you guys a little bit of, maybe a history, let you know where it comes from. And this incense right here is being sold on Temu right now. And I am definitely going to try to get some more and stock up on this because this is a very, very primo incense and I love it. So I do believe that's it for today. We are at 47 minutes. I want to thank you if you have come through and, put up with this mess of a video. I hope you liked what I had shown. Thank you so much for being here. I will have lots more content coming up. We have the Spin the Way 3K Spin the Way giveaway. I mean, I have my Christmas haul coming up here shortly, hopefully, because I'm waiting for like two items, so that I can do my Christmas haul because I have a whole bunch of gifts and that kind of thing that I need to get together. And yeah. So thank you so much for being here. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love every single one of you. Again, welcome to those of you that are new. Thank you for joining us. And until next video, please, please remember to be kind humans.